So we're going to say a few words in the schus of Refuah Shlema of Shimon ben Pnina Esther. So there's something that is, I think, quite profound in this week's Parsha, which seems to me spoken very infrequently about. So we see the demise of the matriarch of the Jewish people, Sari Manu. But we see a disconnect. In Avram coming back and learning about the patira of his beloved wife, the Mefarshim say that he cried, quote unquote, a little bit. That seems to be a disconnect. Especially if you read the Rashi, which says that supposedly when Sarah learnt about the binding of Isaac, that pachad, whatever that means, caused her patira. Logically, Avram Avinu could have had tremendous charota and played the could have, would have, should have game. If I had not done the final of the 10 tests, my wife would still be alive today. So the Mefarshim say something incredibly powerful, and it's a life lesson for all of us. And that is Avram as the progenitor of our religion, and understanding that the spiritual genes of Avram was going to be disseminated into us, the Jewish people, did not want to lose the schus, so to speak, the merit of his actions of the final Mesiras Nefesh of the binding of Isaac. Had he had charota, his past actions could have been completely redacted. So, as hard as it is to understand, he had to have a controlled mourning, so to speak, so that he wouldn't be seen to have charota, which would have, so to speak, taken away the schus of his previous action. So there's two incredibly powerful things that we can learn from this. Number one, the power of charota. That in Yena Welt, when we see the movie of our life, it's up to us whether we see the cut version or the uncut version. And charota is the thing that redacts things that the misgivings or the missteps that we perhaps make in this world. It's a real removing of that from our eternal legacy. And the second thing is the greatness of Avram Avinu, whose Mesiras Nefesh, not only actualizing the 10th test, but controlled learning of the demise of his wife, is something that we have apparently inherited. But as Hashem, the life lessons for us are twofold. That firstly, we shouldn't need to use this tshuva and this power of charota, but also the tremendous koyach that Avram Avinu inculcated into all of us, and the ability to B'ez Hashem to bring an or l'goyim and to be bracha to the people around us, and it should be kapench for you and your family. Amen.